Here come the lights for the Season 6 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix of DRZ Tier 1. And the lights are out and away they go off the line. Well was Optic in third place. Joe, of course, trying to get on the inside into turn 1, but Josh leads off the start. We've got one driver going wide, that's Chungus there, but everyone gets away well. Pretty clean start so far. We've got Serban going wide there, trying to battle Chungus for P8. But the start, nothing seems to be happening at the moment. Yep. Everything seems to be pretty stable right now. Midge is P5. He's trying to go for P4 though on Mint. Not quite. We've got 3 wide at the back. So a lot of squabbling off the start. We go on board with PLH as he's battling with Portman for 12th. Back up to PLH though. And I think he's going to do a dive bomb down the inside of not only Serban but also Nolly for P9. I think that is. Serban staying strong though and keeping that 9th place. As you can see, Portman and Nolly still tussing it out for 11th in the background. Then we go further up for the rest of the field who have stayed in the exact same positions as they started in. We've got Mint and Optic for P3. Mint's gotten the move done on Optic. So Optic down a position. Optic cannot afford to be out of the podium right now as Josh makes a mistake. And for the lead of the race, Joe potentially looking at a move. But Josh had a small error there that he made and he's still making mistakes. So these little tiny errors are costing him a lot of time to Joe and now Mint as well in the fight. But this is holding up, this is keeping everyone within the DRS train. And that probably isn't Josh's intention. Josh's intention is to get out of the DRS train and try and pull away from the others right now. Not to stay in it and make silly mistakes like that could cost him the lead. But that's everyone. And then a lot further back is Serban, who's struggling to hold the track up. Hold the drivers up as he slows down majorly. He's got wing damage and he decides to box. Everyone there getting held up briefly by him because he slowed down so drastically all of a sudden. And PLH nearly got damage from it. As we move further up the field, there's Zidane on the back of the train, just quietly sitting there, and as is Chungus a little further back though. But that is the drama going on right now towards the back of the field. But at the front of the field, where the main drama is at for the championship, Mint's looking at a move on Joe Bidone for 2nd place. And in the background, you've got Optic and Detective squabbling. Mint looking at the inside. Is he going to go for the move? No, he isn't. Optic and Detective they were battling, but they didn't really go for any moves on each other. So they're still following in the DRS train right now. DRS will once again open up though. And Josh is again going to have to go defensive. Is it going to be the inside or the outside? It's the inside this time Joe goes to. And this is a lot safer of a move to make. Will he get the move done though? Is the outside going to be better for Josh as he tries to get the exit speed? They're side by side. Joe backs out of it, but he's trying to stick on the outside as Josh makes a huge mistake. And there's a lot of oversteer and he loses the lead of the race to Joe. Joe now takes the lead of the race from Josh. And Josh is down to 2nd and he's got Mint right behind him who's ready to get up to 2nd after that. And Optic's in 4th. He's looking to get back on the podium of course because he needs that podium right now. He cannot afford to fall behind in the championship. Neither can Detective. They both have to get in the podium. They both have to knock Josh and Mint out of it somehow. And they need to get back past Joe, as Joe is taking the advantage right now. Flying and DRS is enabled. Josh is going to go for the move. He doesn't have much ERS to defend with though. Joe doesn't have much either, but he's just got a little bit more maybe that he can use. Josh to the outside, Joe on the inside. Is he going to be able to defend this position for the lead of the race on lap 5? He does defend it. Josh cannot get through at the moment. Mint just sitting back and enjoying the battle right now. He's not able to really enjoy it as much so because he's got Optic behind. Optic is harvesting at the moment. As you can see, Josh just can't get back past Joe at the moment. Joe is able to defend the lead of the race. Josh is making a few little minor mistakes that is costing him a lot of time. As you see there, he locks up and he goes off and he hits into Mint. Mint gets hit and now that's damage as Optic and Detective have gone up to 3rd and 4th. And that's Josh down to 7th. And that's My Master up to 5th as well. He's Optic and Detective into turn 1 side by side. Optic takes 3rd, Mint down to Midge down to 4th. But towards the DRS zone, who's going to have it is now Optic gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. I have no idea where that's come from, but he's been given a 10-second penalty. That's not going to help him at all, as he now tries to battle against Midge again, as Midge is now up into 3rd place, as you've got My Master behind as well. Here comes My Master deploying his DRS and ERS on the straight, and he's gotten past Optic. Is he going to look to get past My Master as well? My master detective, sorry. Oof. But yeah, what a lap. What happened there? So Josh started a chain of incidents there by making this mistake into the last corner, as now my master is going to take third place. And Zidane and Josh are battling. Josh has gotten back past for sixth, but he's got damage now. So of course that damage is going to hold him back. As you see, he goes wide, and Zidane just takes back sixth from him. And Jugger's just sitting in eighth. He's just enjoying the battle. He's not really trying yet. He's just enjoying the scenery. But I don't know if Mint has damage from the incident. Let's check. I'm trying to get a good shot, but it's helicam, so it's pretty far away. I think he might have end plate damage, but nothing besides that. I don't think he has any damage. No, he doesn't have any damage. Okay, so he's not got any damage then. Optic and Josh both in the pits then. Josh and Optic's going to be looking to serve the penalty, I think. He serves the penalty. And Optic... No, not Optic. Josh is boxing for new mediums and a new wing, of course, as well. So that's going to cost him a lot of time. But he's got Optic right there with him, so he'll have a battle when he gets out of the pits. Meanwhile, Mint is closing down the gap on Joe, and he now has DRS as well. So Joe is no longer safe. He's got someone else to worry about now. As My Master and Detective are further back for third place. They're squabbling as well. But Mint not going to the inside, but he looked at the inside. But he didn't quite go for it. As Joe has been harvesting, so has Mint, but he's also needed to deploy a bit to actually close the gap down, as he's now going to go for the lead of the race on the outside or the inside. He's going to go to the inside as Joe has to defend it, but towards the corner, before the corner is even, before they both even made the corner, the move was done. Mint had the lead, but it looks like on the outside, Joe was stronger. He had more downforce than Mint, so it looks like he got the position back smoothly on lap 7. This is the issue with not having an engineer during the race. As My Master is now going for third place on Detective, and meanwhile up at the front, Mint has taken the lead of the race from Joe before the DRS zone. So Joe will look to fight back probably as he comes out of the next corner. DRS will be his. Will he deploy it? His ERS, sorry. Will he try and get the move done? As we look to the next corner, he's going to go to the outside. No, not quite. He stays behind for now. Maybe not close enough. Yeah. He's sitting behind for the time being. He's looking for a move though. No, you don't want to go side by side there. He sticks out of it for now. Meanwhile, Detective and My Master are having a very nice squabble for third behind. But both of them squabbling isn't helping them, because they both want to close down on Joe and Mint right now, because these two are squabbling. So, if anything, I'd say to Detective and My Master, you know, you guys should work together to catch up to the leaders. I mean, you'd have more to fight for then, but no, I guess they're just adamant fighting on for P3. Nobody started on hards. But I will comment, Serban has gone onto softs after his pit stop. He's been on softs for 6 laps, and those tyres look to be dead already after only 6 laps on them. And he's dead last, and he's trying to push, but it just doesn't have the pace, it looks like. So I wonder if he'll be considering a second stop. Yes, he is considering a second stop. He comes into the pit lane now. So Ferrari fumbling the strategy once again, coming onto softs in Abu Dhabi with no safety car or anything like that. Just a bad strategy choice as they come into the pits now. As he switches onto the hard tyres. So if that's to the end of the race, that's also a bad call. I'd go on to another set of mediums at that point. But hard tyres it is. As Chungus gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Oh, Josh into the back of Zidane. We just switched to it in time. Zidane's been spun by Josh, who locked up and went into the back of him. So that's going to be a ticket later, as Josh lets Detective past, and also I guess My Master will also be trying to get past his teammate, but we'll see if he plays fairly here. I don't think he will. I think they're going to have to fight each other for the position. Oh, Josh making a small mistake, and he goes into the wall and he's out of the race. He goes straight into the wall and he's out of the race. He's caused a safety car. Mint and Joe have got on the absolutely perfect pit stop moment. This is Mint and Joe for the lead. This is going to be Chungus as well in. This is good timing for them both. Portman and Nolly as well. It's great timing for the top 5. As Detective will come through the final corner, he should get past most of them. Yeah, he'll get past these guys, but I don't think he's going to be able to clear... No, he won't be able to clear Joe and Mint. Mint and Joe have gotten a free pit stop because of that crash. So that was a free pit stop, basically, for Joe and Mint. That's really helped them out then. Zidane as well has recovered because he did get spun, yes, but he's been able to come back to P5 now after that crash. So in the end he benefits, but he's not great. And then Josh just out of the race, he's crashed. Let's see what Mint and Joe have got as we get ready for the restart. As aggressively swerving and trying to warm up those tyres. As the safety car is just about to go in. When will Mint decide to go? And he's gone. Out of the final corner and starting once again. Joe right on the back of him. It was a good start from Joe then. Following into turn 1. It's just a bit of a train for now. No overtakes, nothing like that. People aren't close enough to each other, but we do have some movement. We have Zidane and My Master very close to each other. But meanwhile, up at the front, will Joe go for any moves? No, not yet. Detective in third, of course, he's on the faster tyre for the time being. But will those tyres last? So we've got yellows sector 3 apparently. I think that's just bug. But I think Nolly is defending it to the best of his abilities. You can see Optic trying to get a move done, but Nolly not letting it happen. And PLH as well not letting any moves happen, as Nolly gets blocked by PLH and Optic takes the chance to go around the outside, and Nolly losing the position to Optic. And now PLH is going to lose to Optic as well, as Optic tries to go around the outside, but PLH hogging the inside and they both go wide. And off the track goes Optic, having to rejoin, and Nolly's there as well to get back past it. Optic's just lost all of his progress in a few corners due to PLH defending. And now, yeah, that's it. Optic back down to where he started, and Midge is boxing. On lap 15, he's boxing. Oh wow, his tyres are older than I thought. Maybe the tyre wear is just too bad for him. He should have boxed during the safety car, to be fair. I feel like staying out is probably a bad idea, even if the tyres were fresh. The next place is My Master's boxing. With only 10 laps to go, he's deciding to come in on those 9-lap-old hards. Maybe for a fresh set of mediums to the end, maybe with 10 laps to go. We'll see what My Master does. Both the Red Bulls are in again. It's a double. It's the second time this race they've had a double stack. But PLH comes in at the same time as his teammate. They managed to do it a bit better this time. But Red Bull are really dropping the ball there with another double stack in this race. I've got no idea if it's intentional or not, but they both are timing these pit stops at the worst time for each other. But Zidane and PLH joining 10th and 11th. Detective now gaining a few positions from that. So maybe Detective isn't fully out of this race after all. Maybe these guys will have to consider another pit stop. Maybe they can't take these hards to the end. To hold down the fort in Mercedes and try and score as many points as possible as what's happening. Migrating close. Mid just left. Oh, no.
So you might be confused what's happening. Basically, in F125, whenever a host disconnects, there's a small chance for the lobby to just entirely crash. It's completely randomized, but it's a really bad problem that EA have with the games, so that's why I'm panicking and trying to get Midge back in as soon as possible, since he was the host of the lobby. Hope that helps, and I'll get back on with the video now.
Where's Midge? Sorry. I think I was, yeah, it should go to me. The host should go to me. Where is Midge? He's just gone offline. I have no idea what's going on. But Midge has disconnected at the most inconvenient time for him. My Master's going to love this. He doesn't have DRS yet, but he will on the next straight if he just stays behind him. Looks like he is doing. Oh, he's going to go past him. Alright, I'm going to try to invite Midge. I mean, their main championship rival has just been knocked out of the way. Detective has just had a horrible race, and he's reconnected, but he's in dead last. He's just gotten out of the points, so maybe there will be a battle for 10th. But Detective has found his way back in the lobby. I was trying to invite him for the longest time. I mean, I've already sent him an invite when he was offline, but I didn't know if it would actually go through or not. Or will Joe? This is for the title, remember? Not yet, but next race. This is the setup for next race, where the final showdown will happen. As PLH has retired in the pit lane, giving Detective that P10 in the end. He's got a lot of ERS to play with, and Mint is trying to conserve his ERS. And towards the DRS zone, he will have DRS. So this is it. This is a setup. Will he go for the move now? We have to keep a very close eye on these guys for the lead of the race. Remember, this is for the win. DRS will fly open shortly. Joe will now have the advantage. Will he deploy on this straight to get past Mint? He's closing in on Mint rapidly. but it looks like Mint has also defended using his ERS. But now the next straight is coming up. The next straight is the straight where this happens. Mint has less ERS than Joe. Joe has more ERS. He has the advantage. And now he's deploying. He's got the DRS as well. This is going to be it towards turn 9. Who is going to win this race? Is he going to go to the outside or the inside? He's going to go to the outside, trying to get a move around Mint. Is he going to be able to get the move done? Mint stays strong. Joe on the outside. He's got the downforce and he's going to go for it. They're side by side into the next few corners. And Joe takes the lead of the race, but Mint trying to get a move done down the inside, pushing Joe off the track. And they're still side by side as Mint goes back into the lead. But Joe goes off and now he's down to second. Mint takes the lead on the last lap and he's now going to win the race as he comes into the final corner. He wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix across the line in first and he's won it. Joe across the line in second and Chungus getting a podium on track, but he will lose it to Optic across the line. It looks like they slowed down. Optic up to third, so that's going to be a crucial thing for them in the championship as Portman drops down to 7th, MyMaster in P5 in the end, and they're all 3 wide across the line. Norley 7th, Zidane 8th and Serban 9th, and in last is Detective after a very bad race for him, unfortunately. Round the final corner and across the line after those connection issues that dropped him down to last, but he does finish the race.